Okay. To do this type of factorizing, we need to have the difference of two squares. Can anyone remember what square numbers are? Give me the first square number.
2.
No.
4.
1 by 1 is 1. 2 by 2 is? Keep going.
3, 6.
No. 3 by 3 is 9. 4 by 4 is? Keep going.
36. 49. 64. 81. 100.
Okay, they are your square numbers. No, there's more after that. Okay, but generally these are what we'll need. If you're not sure, just get the square root of the number and see what it is. Okay, so the square root of 144 is 12. That's telling you 12 by 12 is 144. Okay, so the difference of two squares means a square number minus a square number. Okay, like this. Two square numbers, two squares, and the difference means a minus. So if ever you have two square numbers and a minus in the middle, you do this way of factorizing. Okay? Now, x squared is what letter to be squared? I know this sounds really weird, but x squared is what letter to be squared? X. And y squared is what letter to be squared? And all you do for difference of two squares is you open up two brackets, you put x plus y in the first and x minus y in the second. Okay? One of them's a plus and one of them's a minus. So that's the general idea. Now we need to just do a few examples. Okay, example 1, factorize x squared minus 9. First thing you're going to do is you're going to see what number is it to be squared. So what number is this to be squared? X. And what number is this to be squared? Careful. 9, that's 9. 3 squared gives you 9, exactly. Okay? And now you open up two brackets, x plus 3, x minus 3. It doesn't matter where the plus or the minus goes. It can be x minus 3, x plus.
Always have to be minus and plus and minus.
Yes, it always has to be 1 plus 1 minus. Yeah. That's the answer. It's lovely.
What's the point of that number that's there?
1 sec now, I'll show you. You're going to be given these numbers in the question and you need to know. So like I was given 9, but I know 9 is a square number and it's 3 by 3. 9 was in the question.
But in the first one it's just x and y.
In the first one it's just x and y. But I'm going to keep going and show you they're going to introduce numbers into it. Okay, so 1 sec, let me do another example. Can I get rid of the board? Now, six. 25x squared minus 36y squared. So, 25x squared is what to be squared? 5 and x. It's 5x to be squared. 5 squared is 25, x squared is x squared. Okay? Minus 36y squared is what to be squared? 6y to be squared. Excellent. Open up 2 brackets. 5x minus 6y, 5x plus 6y. One's a plus, one's minus, doesn't matter where.
Oh, it doesn't matter what order?
No.
How come the numbers at the end are squares?
But this is just how you do difference 2 squares. Okay, if you're going to square the numbers at the end, it's a completely different sum. So this is like, remember we don't method for factorising grouping. This is our method for factorising difference 2 squares. For a squared minus 1. Okay, 4a squared is what to be squared? 2a to be squared. And 1 is what to be squared? 1 to be squared. Good. Open up 2 brackets. 2a plus 1, 2a minus 1. Any issues there? It's grand, isn't it? Okay, let's do a few more. X squared y squared minus 4a squared b squared. Okay, so x squared y squared is what to be squared? xy. Excellent. And 4a squared b squared is? Well done. To be squared. Okay, so xy plus 2ab, xy minus 2ab. Okay, a rule for factorising. Always try highest common factor first. So when we're factorising, we've been really isolating the different types. We just do highest common factor. Then the next day we did grouping. Today we're doing difference 2 squares. But sometimes they're actually mixed in together. So what you're going to do is you're going to try highest common factor first. You're always going to see, is there something common? If there is, you pull it outside a bracket, and then you might be able to continue with your sum. Okay? So if I look at this sum, factorise 12x squared minus 75y squared. Is 12 a square number? No, it's not one of these. Is 75 a square number? No, it's not one of these. So it looks like difference of 2 squares, but it's not difference of 2 squares because 12 and 75 aren't square numbers. Yeah. But is there any number that's common, or any letter that's common to these two? What goes into 12? 1, 6, 2, 4, 3. Okay? Does any of those go into 75? Get out your calculator. 75 divided by, okay, 1. 1's not going to help us, but divided by 2. 3 goes in there, does it? How many times? Okay, so 3 is common to these two. So let's take 3 outside the bracket, and what are we left with?
X squared.
3 by what gives me 12x squared? 4x squared. And 3 by what gives me minus 75y squared? Minus 25y squared. All I've taken out is the 3. So the x squared and the y squared stayed the same. So the 3 comes out. Now, what about in here? Look at in here. What is it? Start writing. This is the not grouping. Look at those numbers. What do you notice about them? They're difference of 2 squares, aren't they? That's a square number, that's a square number, and I have a minus in the middle. So I've actually got 2 sums in here. I've got highest common factor first. Now keep that 3 outside. 4x squared is what to be squared? 2x to be squared. And 25y squared.
Please, will Lauren Essen go to Miss Garrity's office now, please? Lauren Essen.
25y squared is what to be squared? 5y to be squared. Okay? So keep the 3 on the outside, and then just put this into a bracket, 2x plus 5y, 2x minus 5y.